Covert Narcissist 101. Thank you for joining me. Haven't subscribed, please do. Guys, today's topic is 5 things you need to remember when you're planning a revenge on a covert narcissist. If you're planning a revenge on the covert narcissist, these are 5 things you need to remember. Of course, when you come out of the damage that these people do to you warrants you looking for some way to get even, some way to hit them back with, everything they've done to you over the years. So that is definitely expected. So if you're planning to do this, these are things that you need to remember. One of them, that you cannot be any more, you can't be a worse enemy than they are to themselves. You can never be a worse enemy than they are to themselves. Because you imagine people that are going through life, repeating the same circle. They never learn from any situation. They never learn from anybody. They don't pick up anything. They don't self-reflect. They don't have the ability to self-reflect. So they get up every day and they put on this mask. They put on a show. Every single time. They are constantly watching, who am I around so I know how I need to act. These are the people that no matter what happens in life, unlike you and I that will like, okay, I see what happened there. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do different. No, these people are the people that be watching the train approach and then they stay there. The same things happen. They will cut their nose to spite their face, because at that time, if you give them 5 minutes or 5 seconds of feeling some type of way, that's exactly what they do. These are the people that will have a permanent solution for temporary problems. It doesn't matter. If you give them that relief, in quote, that they're seeking, they will do it. So you can never be any more worse an enemy to these people than they are to themselves. 2 is making them irrelevant hurts. Making them irrelevant hurts because obviously now you understand that the whole thing these people want is the attention. They want they to be the center of your universe. They want for you to be dancing around them. It doesn't matter if they have children. It doesn't matter. Anybody, it doesn't matter. They are supposed to control how you feel from day to day. That's why even after you finish with them, either they are sending you emails to trying to get you to, engage in the war of words with them, or they're going through with the smear campaign, or you're going through your kids. Anything to engage you, find some way to engage you, because that's the only way they will know that even though you're done with them, that they still exist to you, that they're still occupying your mind, like they want to. So to them, to you, that they still exist. It doesn't matter that they're not physically there with you. So making them irrelevant, which of course you don't engage in anything, it hurts them more. It hurts them more. Number 3 is that they already robbed you of your time. At the end of the day, that's what they did to us. They robbed us of time. Because the whole time, years or whatever you married to these people in relationship with them, that you were trying to find some way to appease the gods, in quote, fix everything. If you can just do this one, do that one, because obviously you don't know what you're dealing with. You're thinking this is something that we need to work on, and then it'll be better. And of course they're doing the whole back and forth thing where today is great, tomorrow is not, it's not that wonderful anymore, to keep you on your toes. So unbeknownst to us, thinking that okay, maybe next time this is what we'll do it, but nothing ever does it. So that whole time before you find out what's going on are the years that they robbed of us. This is some years that we could have been in a relationship with somebody else that is emotionally stable, somebody else that is not a covert narcissist. So they robbed you of that time. So you have to remember that they already robbed you of time. As you're trying to plan to engage in a revenge on the covert narcissist. And number 4 is these people view things from a distorted lens. So if maybe your aim is to, maybe something will happen and they will learn, they'll learn from it. By the time you do whatever it is you do, or whatever you wish for them to happen to them happens, whatever, and then they'll learn. They never do. They're viewing something from a distorted lens. Have somebody like, looking through pink tinted glasses or something. Everything they see is going to be tinted that way. So even if something happens, they will make up a story, because they will make up something that will make it them in control of the situation. So whatever it is that happens, they will find a messed up way to explain to themselves and everybody else of what it is that happened to them. Yes, they do know, what is going on, but they will refuse to accept that. And they'll come up with a different scenario, in the ordinary universe they live in, they come up with a different story that happened. It's kind of like when I filed for divorce from the covert narcissist, and he went around telling people that he told me to. He told me to file for divorce. I mean, he told one section of people he told me to fight for the divorce. Then the other people he told them that I'm breaking up the family by filing for divorce. So with these people, nothing really. They'll come up with a story for themselves. They come up with a whatever it is they need to say. So nothing is learned, of course. Nothing is learned here. And the fifth one is they do a better job of masking themselves. They do a better job of masking themselves because, one of the things you want to do is to, expose them, have people know who they are, because, you go to, when you guys are outside, they act a certain way. And then when you come home, of course, the real person comes out and you see it. So you want people to see that. But the funny thing is, like, after you separate yourself from these people or, whatever the marriage ends, the way that they pursue you, the way that they come and attack you, the way that they're obsessively following what you're doing is going to reveal to certain people, anyway, it might not be all of the people, certain people of how messed up they are, really. Because remember the story they tell those people of how you are the evil person, the crazy person, this and that. And then after the relationship ends, they'll be obsessively watching what you're doing. They'll be obsessively trying to find a way to engage you. And these same people that they told all these stories to are looking at them like, okay, why are you trying to go over there? Why are you trying to talk to this person? You already said this and this happened. So they're on their own will let these people know exactly how because the actions that the behavior they exhibit after you leave, whether they discarded you or you left on your own, it doesn't matter. This kind of behaviors will expose them to some people. And like I said, it might not be every other person, but some people, it will expose them because they cannot even stop themselves from doing all those things. That's the crazy part. They can't stop themselves from doing it. So this will rip the mask off their face for certain people. So as you're thinking that you're going to get a revenge on the covert narcissist. It's understandable. It really is understandable when you come out of this relationship. But at the same time, you have to remember these 5 things. These 5 things, and then ask yourself: Is this really worth you going into this with these people, or just let them hang themselves, because they really do. They really end up doing the number on themselves. All right, guys, get a hold of your mind, and everything else will fall into place. Please like and share. Take care.